Dive into summer with Vizcaya swimwear. Stylish, comfortable, unforgettable. Make a splash with Vizcaya swimwear. Discover your beauty with LadyCode Cosmetics. Bold colors, flawless finishes. Unleash your confidence with LadyCode. Hello and welcome back to Misrepresented. I'm your host, Lisa Opie, and before I introduce today's guest, I want to thank Pink Apple Dresses for dressing both of us today in these gorgeous blue dresses, the Code Creatives for the production of this podcast, and of course, LadyCode Cosmetics for all of the glam. So without further ado, today's guest is Kiara Landon. Kiara is the Seattle-born registered nurse, environmental advocate, and lifelong performer. As a founding board member of the Philippine Nurses Association, Emerald City, she uplifts Filipino nurses while championing causes that connect healthcare and environmental action, like her youth program, Eco Explorers Club, and her initiative, Nurses for Nature. She's a proud ambassador for the MUSA Fabrics and other sustainably focused organizations, and her modeling experience spans from New York and LA Fashion Weeks to commercials for brands like Boeing and Amazon. Outside of work, Kiara finds joy in reading, gaming, dance, and exploring the outdoors in the Pacific Northwest. Welcome, Kiara.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Lisa.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with you at Earth USA Nationals.
Yes.
You were glamming with us every day.
I was.
It was so fun. And now you're here with us shooting for the new palette.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Of
You guys
course.
did such a great job on me and the other girls during prelims. And I'm so excited to work on the new palette with you guys.
I know.
But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're such a big part of the LadyCode sisterhood now. I remember being backstage and we're like getting you dressed and getting your hair changed and doing everything in like 30 seconds, and you're like practicing your
my speech. That fast change was insane. I literally could not have done it without you guys. I don't like evening gown. We did the hair change, makeup change, just everything. It was chaotic, but thank you for helping me because I would not have been able to do it without you guys.
Oh my gosh, no, of course.
Yes.
So I think our first talking point, since we're all into makeup right now, is tell me about how sustainable beauty is so important to you.
Yes, I know that LadyCode is a sustainable makeup brand, and you guys have actually donated to different sustainable charities, right? So I think that's really amazing. And it's vegan, cruelty-free. And so, sustainable makeup is so important because, you know, we use it so much on a day-to-day basis. And there's a lot of waste that's accompanied with makeup products, with the packaging itself. So finding ways to kind of reduce packaging and waste and just being more sustainable about from where it's manufactured to the end of its life.
I love that. And speaking
important.
of waste, I feel like as makeup artists, me and Danielle Mullins noticed that we were like throwing away so many wands.
Right.
So Danielle's charity that we donated to was Wands for Wildlife. So we know all about that, and
perfect.
We love reducing.
I love that.
Okay, so you're into performing, right? So I want to talk about the connection between dance and beauty.
Yes. Okay. Well, I performed ever since I was 5. The Nutcracker started with that.
I love the Nutcracker. What were you?
I was a little rat, little mouse.
I was a mouse.
Rat. I feel like every girl that's like
we start as a mouse.
The rite of
and
passage.
Then you're party girl.
Yes, from the party scene.
Yeah.
I was that. It was practically every role. So I did that all throughout growing up as a kid, through high school. And so I started wearing makeup at a really young age, just for performing, right? Performing purposes. And so when you're on stage, you really have to wear like heavy amounts of makeup because all that light on you, it has to show from the people standing or sitting in the stands. And so really, you know, you want to look your best, you want to feel your best, and you want to perform your best. And so really that starts with your makeup and having a good look and a good base, good foundation.
I love that. And I feel like that boosts your confidence and it makes you feel better overall, especially in like pageants. Having the right hair and makeup will make a big difference.
Oh, that's
if you're not feeling it, you know, you can tell.
You can tell, definitely. Like for me, I cannot do slick back looks. I will literally shrink inside. I'm like, no, not the slick back. I will literally look bald. But I like my hair down. I feel like that makes me feel more confident and flirty, especially in swimsuit. So, but hair and makeup definitely make a difference for sure.
Oh, I love that. And I love that it started with the Nutcracker. Okay, we have so much to talk about because there's like, what do you not do, right? So you're also a nurse.
I'm a registered nurse.
Yes. So tell me why you became a nurse.
Well, my whole family is in the medical field, and so I've always kind of been attuned kind of towards that, and I love helping people. My mom's a nurse, and I love my mom so much. I take like huge inspiration from her, and just seeing her like work really hard every day just to provide for us as a single mom growing up. You know, she really put her heart and soul into being a nurse and was able to take care of us. And so, you know, it's a really great career. It's a stable job. You can do whatever, like you can go in so many different avenues in nursing itself. And so it's a very, very nice career and job, and I enjoy it a lot.
Where do you work? Like, what is your day-to-day like?
I work actually night shift, so it's night to night, but I work at Overlake Hospital in Bellevue, Washington, and I'm on the orthopedic neurology spinal unit. And so it's like a specialty unit, but I kind of want to go maybe labor and delivery, or
that would be so fun. Like you're literally bringing life into the world.
Yes,
that would be so beautiful.
Yes, and I get to wear pink, so like that would be fun. Yeah.
You're like me. I get to wear pink.
Yes,
sign me up. Yes. So on that note, tell me about how you're bridging health and the planet.
Yes. So when I was working in the hospital, I realized that there's like a lot of waste that goes on within the healthcare system. You know, just like when you use it on a patient, you discard it. Not only that, outside, like there's microplastics, plastics that are affecting our health, our human health. And so I'm trying to educate people on the dangers of single-use plastics and plastics as a whole, and microplastics, how they accumulate in our food, our water systems. And so it's severely impacting our health on a molecular level.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, just kind of spreading awareness about it. And I started my Eco Explorers Club. And so I'm educating kids and getting them inspired about environmentalism, and just teaching them ways that they can make a difference. Because I believe, you know, if you're teaching kids at a young age, you're basically shaping a better future for tomorrow. Because you're
100%.
Yeah.
And you're in like the perfect place for that. Like living in Washington, I feel like it's such a like nature friendly state. I'm so jealous.
It is. I honestly cannot see myself anywhere else. I love Washington. It's so beautiful, and I'm so grateful to have grown up there, because it's really made me appreciate like nature as a whole and how we need to take care of Mother Nature. We got the mountains, we got the beaches, we got the lakes, we got the rivers. Yeah, we have everything.
So beautiful. I love the mountains in Washington. And tell me about Nurses for Nature. You started that also?
Yes.
Oh my
gosh. So that's kind of like my tagline, which encompasses, you know, Eco Explorers and everything that I'm doing. So I am a nurse for nature. So it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a catchy little nurse for nature. So I'm just trying to get my community and bridge, you know, healthcare and the environment.
That's such a good name. And like, it goes all, you know, hand in hand with your platform.
Right, with my platform.
Okay, so real quick, because we're talking about platforms and pageants. Okay, tell me all about your experience at Miss Earth USA.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I know it's been the
6
longest.
Months.
Yes,
it's the longest.
A year. I mean,
we've
had our the state title since last year. It's been about a year. So it's been a very long pageant, but it's been ultimately so rewarding. I feel like I've grown so much in throughout all of these experiences. Prelims, that was so fun, meeting all of the girls and just having that arrival. And there was so many of us, and so I actually got to know all the girls pretty well in that week. I remember the first few days we got dinner together, and it was really good bonding experience. And a lot of the events prior to like the main prelim days were really fun, like the pajama night and all that stuff.
And this was all in New York. This was
this was way back in nationals.
There's like 3 different pageants. I feel like you have your national pageant, which is in January, and then you have your reality show filming, which was in New York, and then you have your coronation, which is like
literally in a few days. So stay tuned, please watch.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, so you're talking about the first one.
The first one, but I guess we can skip over that. We can talk about the filming.
Yeah, it was all about the filming. Oh my goodness,
we were freezing our butts off, but hopefully you guys couldn't tell.
No, I couldn't tell at all. I watched like 3 episodes.
I know that we had like blankets and jackets in between takes, and like
they would like put
it on us, and it was really cool. Really nice of them to do that. But it was so fun just being in such close quarters with the other girls. We all bonded, and we had like different floors and different units and different rooms, and so some of us were sharing rooms, some of us weren't, so it was a cool experience. It was kind of like Big Brother, but big Big Sisters.
I love it.
I don't know, reality show.
Who was your roommate, or did you have your own room?
So I had my own room, but on my floor was Sarah, Giselle, and Gianna. And so
fun.
I feel like we were kind of like the introverts. Like we kind of just stayed
really?
in our separate rooms. We like just kind of chilled. I know other girls were like night owls and all that, but we all valued our privacy and like our kind of like our
I kind
downtime.
of love how like it all worked out, right? I feel like the night owls were together and then the introverts were together.
Definitely, it worked out. It was fine.
I love that. Yeah. And were you mostly team pink or team green?
I would have to say team green. I feel like most of the time I was team green anyway, but shout out to Danielle. I mean, I was on her pink team once, so I believe once or twice, but yeah.
It looked so funny either way. And did you actually have to like, were there actually worms in the
jar?
There
were worms in the jar, and yeah, it... Actually, okay, they were kind of cute. I think Francis named one of them. One of the girls named them Carlos or something. I don't know. But it was really silly. But
was that the most like down to earth thing you had to do, or was there something else?
Probably. Well, that, and then the fact that I was literally on all hands and knees digging in the sand during the outdoor challenge for the Sweat, Sand, and Slay episode 3.
Oh my gosh.
I just remember being like knee deep in that sand looking for the paddle, and everyone was like, "You looked crazy."
But I'd rather do that than like dig through worms.
Fair enough. At least you're in the sand,
right? At least you're on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
What was your favorite thing from filming?
Oh my goodness, probably just spending time with my sisters and like filming behind the scenes, and honestly the food was great. Shout out to the cooks. But ultimately I think my favorite thing was just bonding with my sisters and having, you know, those challenges and like literally trauma bonding over the cold and being cold together and these challenges that were intense. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was fun.
So have you done pageants before?
I've done one pageant before, yes. 2 years ago, 2023, that was my first one ever. Little did I know, you know, what was I signing up for? I just never thought that I could be a pageant girl or could be in pageantry, you know.
But you're like a gorgeous Filipina, like of course, it's in your blood.
I just didn't, you know, I didn't know. Growing up, I've only ever watched Miss Universe because that was what was on TV. That was what was advertised. And I always saw those girls like, wow, you know, they're all so beautiful and so talented and smart. But never did I think that I could do it until, you know, I signed up and here I am today on Miss Earth. Yeah.
So was there any like big difference between your like a regular pageant and then like this reality show one? If you could pick, like which one would you pick?
Oh goodness, probably the reality show. Well, like what do you mean? Like between a normal pageant and a reality? Well, we kind of did both for this one.
You definitely
Can I do both?
Yeah.
Can I choose?
You're doing both.
Yeah, I'm doing both. So
it's just a long time to wait for coronation, but I feel like that time is like so precious, and it's like the best part. Like the journey.
Definitely the journey. I still got to do, you know, you still got to work on your advocacy, work on your platform, kind of further that more with the national finalist title, and you had more time to prepare for the filming.
Oh, that's so true.
Between all the, you know, the months in between. So it was nice. It was a good break too.
Yeah. That's really good. That's healthy, and to have like mental health breaks.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of your heritage, tell me about representation in your Filipino culture.
Yeah, so I'm Filipina. I was born here in the U.S. in Washington. I wish I was born in the Philippines. That would have been awesome. But both my parents were born in the Philippines, and they moved over here when they were young. Wow. And so I do have a big support with the Filipino community back in Washington State and in Maui. And so it's just really... I'm really proud to be a Filipina. I remember there was a time though growing up when I wasn't so proud. I grew up in a pretty predominantly, you know, not so diverse town. And so I was one of the only Asian Americans, I guess you could say, there in my school. And so that felt really isolating to me. I kind of was ashamed. I mean, I didn't want to be Filipino. I didn't want to be what I was. And if I could like go back and tell like my little girl, oh, I'm going to cry, but I'm gonna cry too. No, you're good. I could just give her a hug and be like, you should be proud of your like culture and your heritage.
No, I relate to that so much. Like, I'm gonna cry too because I literally had the same childhood. I feel like moving to Virginia when I was in middle school, I was half Japanese, so I looked Asian, and people have never seen an Asian girl before. Right. So I was bullied every day. Like they would pull their eyes, and like I didn't want to look Asian. Like I didn't want to show up looking Asian. And that's actually what got me into makeup. I learned how to make my eyes look more round with makeup, and it's so messed up. Like I hate saying that that's what I did. I know. But That's what I did, and that's how I learned how to make eyes look really big, and I feel like that became my signature thing.
There
so
you
it's
go.
like a
Can you
really
do
stud.
no,
It's a stud. You are stunning.
No. But
now you're owning it, and I feel like it's a superpower, especially in pageants, because you have that big community that supports you.
Right.
And it's so important.
It's
like
so empowering and important to have that, and it's gotten me so in touch with my culture. Just having this platform.
If only we knew.
If only, yes. But yeah, if I could just hug her and be like, it's okay, like, be proud of who you are, then I would. But I am definitely proud today.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm okay. I'm okay now.
Oh my gosh.
Don't cry.
I know. So in pageantry, you know, as an Asian American, I feel like we still don't have Asian representation as much as we should. How do you feel about it as an Asian woman competing in pageants?
Definitely. I mean, I want to encourage all Asian Americans out there to join pageantry. I feel like if we can have more role models in any aspect of life, it would encourage, you know, that little girl in me that, you know, maybe she would have believed in herself a little bit more if she would have seen that representation that she wanted to.
But you are that representation.
But now I am.
Now.
Yes. Yes. And so it's like full circle. I'm like,
yeah, it is.
I hope.
And we're so lucky that we have our reigning Miss Earth, Miss V.
Oh, of course.
And
yes.
she's a Filipino, but she's half. And I think that was really good to see someone.
So good. And that's kind of what inspired me to join. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, hello?
Right. It's like, okay, now I have a chance.
Yeah. Yes. She's wonderful, and I love her hollow palette.
I know, it's so fun.
It's so cute.
Love it. I love her.
Yes.
She's everything.
Yes.
Okay, back to our talking points because we got so sidetracked, but that's okay. Fashion and modeling. That's so fun. I love modeling. I love fashion. So tell me about everything. Let's start with Musa Fabrics.
Okay, yes, Musa. Yeah. So Musa Fabrics, I am an ambassador for Musa, and they are a sustainable fashion where, so what they do is they create clothing, like really, really nice high-end fashion pieces that they design from the leaves of banana trees, the leaves from the Philippines. And so it's really sustainable, and they're really beautiful. They're cultural pieces from the Philippines. They have like the Filipinianas, and we raise money, you know, and we donate them to charities and all of that good stuff. So
I love that.
all that good stuff.
Banana leaves, that's crazy.
Yes, banana leaves. Wow. It's crazy. Like I didn't know that you could literally make clothes out of banana leaves, like until that.
And I feel like it probably has like good energy, like it's probably better than wearing plastic.
Oh yeah, yes, it feels really good too. Like you could tell it's like a really sturdy material, and it's amazing. I love it.
That's awesome. Okay, now tell me all about modeling. How did you get started?
Yes. So I started actually when I was a kid, when I was about 10. I got signed with some agencies back in Seattle. I did acting and modeling, and so throughout the years I would go to, you know, auditions, get some gigs, you know, just photo shoots here, commercials here and there, and so it wasn't until 2023 that's when I first did like runway fashion. Ooh. So I went to LA Fashion Week and then walked for a few designers there. I went to New York Fashion Week last year. I missed it this year. So I walked for Bessie Basana, actually.
Oh my gosh,
yes,
how fun.
Bessie.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, what else?
I mean, that was a lot.
What else? That was a lot.
Yeah, like, you've done it all. I almost want to ask you, like, what's next for you? Like, what else do you have left to do?
There's a few, you know, I've done a few, like, there's been a lot of local fashion shows back in Washington that I've done, Flight and Fashion, Cars and Couture, but I don't know if you've heard of that. Phil-Am Fashion Week.
Yes, I've heard of that one because
of me. We actually walked together in that one.
Oh
so
my
she
gosh,
came last year to Washington, and we walked together for that one. But it was fun.
Awesome. And what is your favorite thing about modeling?
Probably finding designers that are sustainable and showcasing and wearing their outfits. So I've actually worked with a few sustainable designers out there that are, their fashion is either they thrift it and then they totally revamp into something else, and then they recycle their fabrics, and it's really cool. It's really cool, and they make such beautiful pieces out of it. So it's kind of finding those like niche designers. They're usually
the best pieces, right?
Yes,
like they look so cool.
Yes, they look really nice.
Upcycling.
Yes, exactly. Upcycling. Yeah.
Our last talking point today is mental health for caregivers. So tell me why this topic is so close to your heart, especially in high stress fields like healthcare.
Definitely. So I feel like, you know, with nursing, you have to be in such a good mental health state, and like your well-being has to really be strong to care for other people, because if you're caring for the people and you're not caring for yourself, like how can you how can you care for other people? You're filling someone else's cup when yours is empty, right? And so especially in like hospital situations when there may be a traumatic situation, someone tragically, passes, something like that, something really sad, you have to really be able to pull yourself together and really kind of work through those things. And mental health is super important because that can affect you. Just because you go home, you leave the hospital, yeah, you can try to leave what happened at work, but sometimes it follows you home. And so you really have to have those coping mechanisms and really care for yourself first.
What are some recommendations, like examples that you have?
I love journaling. I know it's hard to journal, and it's like journal every day. And I know that sometimes it's unrealistic, but I do try journaling. I like meditation, the Calm app.
Yeah, I love the Calm app. I love meditating.
Yes, or just being in nature. That's where like taking walks, taking hikes. I know not everyone has like mountains like Washington, but just getting outside and getting fresh air, that will really do you some good. Water, going to a body of water.
Yeah.
Washington's full of lakes and rivers and streams. So there's one 5 minutes away from my house. So I usually just go to that and just sit there. And if I'm having a really tough day, I'll just relax.
I have to say it really works. One time after New York Fashion Week, I was so dead and I was like, I just need to recharge. So I actually booked a flight to Washington.
No way.
I went to Cle Elum and I was like, I want to go the furthest away from New York and Miami as I possibly could. And it was Cle Elum. So I had this little cabin. I just hiked, sat in the woods and did nothing.
Were you alone?
No, I was with Lexi.
Okay.
No, but it was like the most incredible experience. I went for like 2 days and I was like healed.
I'm glad.
Like I didn't need a therapist or
doctor. It was
all better.
But obviously therapy is great.
It was just more of like recharging from the energies of like Times Square and things like that.
Got it. Yeah. That's definitely that's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time.
I had an amazing time. That's when I fell in love with your state.
Yay,
so I'm jealous you live there.
Come back. Would you ever move to Washington?
I'm so bad. Every time I go to like a state with like mountains, I go immediately on Zillow and I'm like, okay, let me look at these properties.
What are these houses?
It's expensive in Washington.
It's so expensive.
So I don't think I can move to Washington, but I'm looking at other places.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's expensive.
Florida's really flat, so I'm ready to leave.
You're ready to leave. Yeah, you need that change of scenery.
For sure. Yeah. Okay, so that is it. Is there anything else you want to share with our audience?
Stay tuned for our coronation night, July 6th. It's literally in a few days. Watch it. It's going to be live streamed, Queen Beauty Network. And actually, the next couple episodes of Pretty Down to Earth will be aired pretty soon here.
Yeah.
So
I can't wait. I'm having so much fun watching the episodes, and I can't wait for tomorrow's episode.
Yes.
Or
tonight, actually. Tonight. Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Do you have any hints on what we can expect?
It's gold, bees, and that's all I can say. Bees and gold.
Did you get stung by any?
Luckily, I didn't.
Did anybody?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
think we're
scared
good.
of bees.
They're so cute.
I have an irrational fear of bees.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. The sting it does hurt,
it's
but
just scary. I've never been stung, but I'm just scared.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we have one more segment of the show. Okay. It's the this or that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you some fun this or that questions, and you can just tell me your answer.
Okay.
Stage makeup or everyday natural glam?
Everyday natural glam.
Love it.
Especially for the summer.
You look good in both.
Oh, thank you.
Red lipstick or dewy highlighter?
Dewy highlighter. For sure.
This one's really hard.
Okay.
Ballet shoes or hiking boots?
Oh, why did you have to do that to me? Okay. Probably hiking shoes.
Okay.
Hiking shoes for right now.
They're more comfortable.
Well, yeah. You go on hikes. Let's go on a hike.
Reusable water bottle or bamboo cutlery?
Reusable water bottle.
Farmer's market or thrift store?
Farmer's market, as of now.
Walk in the woods or swim in the ocean?
Walk in the woods.
Recycle or compost?
Compost.
Night shift or early morning nursing shift?
Night shift. I love my night shift crew. Yeah.
Self-care Sunday or midweek mental reset?
Ooh. Self-care Sunday.
A traditional Filipino dress or a modern Filipino power suit?
Modern.
Halo halo or lumpia?
Halo.
Really?
Yeah. You can customize it.
Okay, last one. Forest trail adventure or city rooftop dinner? After talking to you, I know the answer.
Forest trail
I knew
adventure.
it.
Yes.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you
One
so
last
much,
question.
Yes.
Where can our audience follow you on social media?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at Kiara Landon 23 or Facebook Kiara Landon, and then that's actually it.
And tune into QBN to watch her coronation.
Oh, duh. Yes.
Love that. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you,
I had so much
Lisa. I had so
fun.
much fun too. Thank you. Okay. Bye, guys.